VHS Monsters back with another stream. This one's probably gonna end up being a two-parter, just due to how late it is in the night. And depending on how fast I can get these quests done. So, we are in Blackdagger, playing as a level 21 control mage. With our, I think, level 9 companion now, is what Steve is. He's a defender, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that, just to make sure. Yeah, he's a defender. I've been wanting to get a better fighter, but they didn't have one on offer, so he was the best for what happened right now. Ooh, no, I want more. I want to keep my crit. Alright, so we have several quests in this area. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Equipped. Gotta have this. This is reducing my my recovery making it actually a lot easier to. Oh. Oh man. I need to sell some of these. Please tell me there's a. Ow.
Watch your back, friend.
The name's Westband. Neverwinter sent me to combat the Blackdagger's bet.
Oh god dang it, I ran the wrong way.
Which one is ahead?
Something you want?
That mysterious drow is kinda, you know, mysterious. I probably have a quest later on. Just realized there was a typo down at the bottom.
Well met, friend. Feel free to fight any bandits you may see. They are no friends of mine. We've managed to get a siege tower to the bridge. Lower the siege tower gate, enter Blackdagger Keep, and slay Malice Blackdagger.
There's a bounty on Blackdagger bandits. Interested?
Alright. While I wait for Steve to get back, also setting up jewel crafting. Let's read some lore. Tower Tavern. I don't know if I've... What? Let's just go through it all. Once the keep of the famed Cragmire noble house stood along the high road. When it was discovered that Cragmires were using necromancy to plot against the city, the keep was attacked and mostly destroyed by the Neverwinter army. For over a century, the spell plague and the cataclysm of the ruins of Cragmire Keep lay untouched. Then the Blackdagger bandits came along and started to rebuild it, using it as their base of operations for all of their raiding and looting along the high road. The patrols along the road have been unable to stop the Blackdaggers before. They certainly would have no success in stopping them when the bandits retreat to their veritable fortress. The Black Crown Inn. The Black Crown Inn was named so as original owner, a Luskan sympathizer who wanted to see the rulers of Neverwinter deposed. The inn was recently purchased by the dwarven merchant Gorun Pricebreaker, who reopened it, is now served the burgeoning trade routes along the North Sword Coast. Brothers Blackdagger, Traven, and Malice Blackdagger are the most successful raiders operating in the high road in recent memory. As long as two penniless brothers from Luskan, they began their bandit career with only a handful of men, but the ruthlessness and a keen eye for opportunity earned them great success. The Blackdagger bandits, as they are now called, gained some measure of fame. Criminals flocked to join them. From the rebuilding in Neverwinter and the subsequent increase in trade, the Blackdagger bandits have seen an even larger increase both to their income and to their ranks. They have become such a problem along the high road that Neverwinter has announced a bounty on the heads of Traven and Malice. Strangely, soon after the bounty was announced, the brothers dropped out of sight and have not been seen since. Rumors persist that someone new leads the Blackdagger bandits. Despite this, the raiders' presence in the high road is as strong as ever. Why would Neverember's announcement cause the brothers to disappear? Do they still lead the Blackdagger bandits? If not, who does? High road. High road between Neverwinter and Luskan has served both as thoroughfare of commerce and as a battlefield in numerous conflicts between the two cities. The high road fell into into disrepair. I'm stupid. After the disasters that befell the two cities nearly ended commerce completely. Neverwinter reconstruction has brought trade back to the region, but the routes are still dangerous. Patrols are few and far between. Monsters crawl through the dark forest. Bandits raid on the roads. Pirates attack and seize. Still, the profits to be made are extraordinary for the merchant brave enough or foolhardy enough to take the risks. The ash metal use a pod system to protect themselves from being discovered. Members... Oh, this is also the ash metal pods. Members of each ranking report... Members of equal ranking report separately to their superiors and almost never know each other. Those superiors then report separately to their superiors and almost never know each other, and so on through the ranks. So it is assumed because of this system that regards Nard investigators have an extremely difficult time learning any information from the few Ashmedai cultists they manage to identify and capture. Whoever is at the top of the chain is in a little danger of being discovered anytime soon. The Black Lake District stands largely intact in the wake of the various disasters in the late Neverwinter low. Those who inhabited this district have violently resisted Lord Neverember's plans to resettle it. The Nashers, the most violent faction of the anti-Neverember Sons of Eleanor, Elagandar. I don't know. I'm bad with these names. Have claimed the area for themselves, daring Neverember soldiers and mercenaries to try and take it from them by force. As if the Nashers weren't a problem enough, there are rumors that a secret society of devil worshippers operate in the Black Light District, where they slowly infiltrate the ranks of both Nashers and Neverember's troops. Reports of kidnappings are common, and in the southern end of the district, you can even find diabolic symbols left as graffiti on the walls of crumbling buildings. There is much to be done of the Black Lake District to be safe for Neverwinter civilians once more. A sludge. The lake from which Blackwater District was named, it's at the center of the district. However, it has utterly polluted by ash, debris from the eruption of Mount Hotnow, as well as by filth and rubbish from the vagabonds and vagrants who make their home. Oh man, I'm getting really tired. Who make their homes in the nearby ruined houses. The lake looks like more of a pit of thick black sludge these days than a body of water. Hazel the alchemist working nearby the lake has been studying the sludge. Although her findings are inconclusive, she suspects that the sludge has somehow become composed of something else beyond what she had expected. It is strange, almost magical. It has had strange, almost magical properties, although where such properties could have come from is a mystery. Galindar, I'm guessing. Gayandar, also known as the Elder Eye, and that which lurks, is a greater deity and god of abominations. This monstrous deity demands that his followers' prayers to him come coupled with a sacrifice of a living being, particularly delighting in creatures that offer themselves to him without resistance. To curry his favor, many of his priests use mind-affecting magics and potential sacrifices in order to ensure their level of compliance. They are secret subterranean altars and cults to the Elder Eye all over Toriel, but to have such a powerful worshipper in the middle of Neverwinter, even in its ruined state, is strange. It appears that the Jahonadar priest was not attracted by the black light sludge, but the sludge was transformed by its powers. It's unclear if the priest was working alone or if he's part of something larger. Gothwin's fate. Seems to be containing orders from Karzov. Jacob, yes, I'm aware that the dead rats are behind Gothwen's disappearance, and no, I definitely don't think it's a coincidence. Of course, they are after the crown, but they're also our allies. As much more as a criminal gang can be our allies. Moving against them openly would do us far more harm than good. Not only would we lose our alliance in the smuggling operations, but fighting the dead rats would leave us open to Neverwinter thugs. So you see our problem. We'd be fools to expect that the dead rats had anything but their own ends in mind when they offered to ally with us, but sadly there are more important things at stake than Gothwen's life. When the Nashers take the throne of Neverwinter, we will have our revenge, but for that day, we must let their last live. Karzov is the second in command of the Nashers. He is the top lieutenant to the faction's leader, Aaron Bladeshaper, a crafty but violent man. Karzov has never hesitated to use both subtlety as well as outright force in his plans. Famously, he organized a very damaging riot to the district to distract Neverwinter guards, while he and a handful of our nationals assassinated one of the guard's high-ranking officers. Well, it is well known that Karzov is in charge of the Nasher takeover of Blacklight. His motives for doing this were not understood, however. He has masterminded the theft of the crown. of Neverwinter. With Bladeshaper nowhere to be found, it is unclear whether Karzov is acting as part of a larger Nasher plot, or if this could be the first step in some sort of coup. Never our lord. What do you call a person who takes over a city for his or her own profit, floods the streets with mercenaries, and fills the coffers of the crooked, who lies about his claim to the throne, who crushes protest, and sends the sick off to die? You'd never call that man lord of a city. Neverember is no lord of Neverwinter. Like the occupation, death to the pretender. I've already read that one. You say about Gothwen is true, then you can no longer plan to smuggle the crown out of Blacklight through the sewers. Reese would certainly betray us and try and take it, and probably succeeds as the sewers are their home turf. You'll have to sit tight and hold out against Neverember soldiers for a little while longer while I figure out another way to get the crown out of the Black Lake. I know that you would rather I abandon the other plans I'm working on and just come to Black Lake personally. We have had this discussion before. My answer is still the same. I am working closely with our other allies on these plans, and they wouldn't be happy if I abandoned them. And considering how much we need them right now, I want them happy. A rat's betrayal, while should have been expected, is an unfortunate delay. If you can keep control of Blacklight until we can smuggle the crown out of there, it'll all be worth it. I will set the crown upon my brow, and Neverember's lies will be laid bare for all to see. The Nashers will take control of all of Neverwinter. We shall reclaim the city to its former glory for Neverwinter. That's from that. Yeah, I already read that one. Alright. Now, this is going to be a lot of lore. Every alchemist must experiment to find his own recipe for making potions. While the base ingredients are the same for everyone, some minor changes in temperature and order of adding ingredients, or even the number of whisks with the utensil, are necessary for each individual alchemist. Every successful experiment will grant the alchemist a new insight to alchemy, as well as a particular recipe for making a potion or transmutation. Putting these insights together will enable the alchemist to advance higher into ranks. Many mortals wish for power, some work for it, some steal it, some study to learn it, and some take it by force. Some, however, are willing to buy it from denizens of the Nine Hells. Such a transaction typically comes with a high price if the mortal wishes to be granted great power. But many devils delight in bargaining and will gladly haggle what they can out of mortals for a lesser boon as well. There are no rules when it comes to bargaining with devils, except for those that are agreed upon. Any who wish to take such a risk would do well to remember that devils irredeemably evil creatures that consume mortal souls to fuel their grand infernal designs. And no matter what the devil may say or do, no matter how much he claims value fairness and openness in his dealings, his ultimate goals will be to take you from your mortal soul. The Lord of the Dead oversees everyone's passage from life to death and determines what their deeds in life have earned them in the afterlife. He is firm but fair. His followers are counseled to always offer succor to the bereaved left behind. Unlike many of other dead gods, Kalimvar espouses a view of death being a natural part of life, and he and his followers actively oppose those who would corrupt that view, such as necromancers and the undead. Calibor's symbol is a skeleton holding a balanced scale. Legends of Neverwinter 9, the text of a book, describes what the Neverwinter 9 stood for, and also contains a discussion on how and when of their return. Well, what isn't it talk about what that is? Neverwinter, jewel in the north. Left to a desolate ruin after a terrible cataclysm, the city of Neverwinter is struggling to rise from the ashes and recover to its former glory. Yet, even after its citizens return and rebuild, a myriad of dire threats have arisen, any one of which could once again tear the city apart. The Lord Protector of Neverwinter has put forth the call for heroes to come and aid the beleaguered city. You have answered the call to adventure, but even as your ship reaches its destination, you find that the city is under attack by the undead armies of Valandra Shadowmantle. If you take your skill, it will take your skill and luck to keep your first day in Neverwinter becoming your last. Crown is the key. It is the treatise of the. It is a treatise of the essential nature of the crown of Neverwinter. The gist of the text is that the crown is a magical key, one that will only a true heir can wear. Forged of mithril set with blue gems, it is said to kill any pretender who wears it. The crown of Neverwinter is a potent symbol to the people of the city. Oh, well, I have a feeling that's some foreshadowing. Said to kill any pretender who wears it. I have a feeling that once we reach, what's that guy's name? Blade Shaper? Aaron Blade Shaper. That he's gonna have the crown, he's gonna put it on, and then he's going to either be killed or killed and then reanimated, and then we'll have to fight him as a skeleton or something like that, or a zombie or some other rotter or something. It has been rumored that sometime the Lord of Neverwinter possesses the crown. He has never publicly worn it. Those upset with Neverember's rule claim he knows the crown's magic would kill him as the usurper. Others say Neverember is wise not to press his claim to the city until Neverwinter is fully rebuilt and united. Whatever the reason, the crown is said to be kept in the vaults beneath the vault, the Hall of Justice, where it is guarded by Neverwinter's soldiers, and some say the city's honored dead. Song of the Seven Sisters, Volume 1, discussion of the Seven Chosen of Mistra. Each book is dedicated to one sister. Taxidermy of Gru. According to the text, some who wander but are not lost run the greatest risk of being eaten by a Gru. I already know about the vaults. Book discussing the famed water cloaks and their perfect precision discusses the rarity of work by certain clockmasters or clockmakers. Theft of the crown. And an attack is a better distraction than the riot we were planning. So we're moving up our operation. Your orders are to get into the vault beneath the temple while the guards are too busy fighting the undead. Once you're in, grab the quartermaster and make him tell you where the crown of Neverwinter is kept. Then leave the rest to Gothwin in honor. Remember, we're only after the crown. Touch nothing else. We can loot once we rule the city. We can't risk angering the dead. Oh, I should have read this last time. Local tradition has it that the brilliantly colored flowers of the fire blossom lily are sacred to the goddess Sun, and flowers tend to see to bloom at the height of summer has cemented this allocation. And now the flowers are commonly linked with Sun's summer festival. Fire blossom flowers bedeck the festival, and magically treated flower petals are often used as an informal currency during these festival days. It has recently been discovered that the flower blossom have a strange effect on coldids. Creatures hunger for the flowers, consuming them will enter into a violent trance-like state. Kobolds living under Neverwinter shun the flowers as poison, but feral kobold tribes have been known to attack festival goers just to get another taste of flower blossom nectar. Traditionally, a time of feast and festivities to celebrate bounty and bring good cheer to one and all. And now that Neverwinter's recovery is well underway, the Heart Wanderers of Sun are glad to return to this tradition. A plan for the great feast at this year's summer festival. Unfortunately, a local tribe of trolls has caught the scent of the midsummer festival grills. Trolls normally avoid fire, and so they eat their food raw, but they are known to take advantage of cook fires to steal roasted meat for themselves. If it is not sought by force, they'll make the meat. They'll often make a meal to cook in the process. Combat this situation, the Heart Wanderers have revived another summer tradition. Contest of martial skill. Now the adventurers of all types compete to defend the summer festival from troll raids. Neverwinter's summer festival hosts thousands of revealers during the course of its celebration. and many will not join. And many will join into the feasting, thanks to the largest of the Lord Neverember. The festival is never wanting for victuals, but recent events have left the entire region short-handed on farm workers. In order to keep the festival fed, local farmers have created contests out of farm work to attract the help. Festival reelers. Thus, the festival now sees able bravos and adventurers chasing chickens and herding pigs. The Heart Warders say Sune herself has blessed this altercation to the festival, and will sometimes send a special celestial bird as a reward for the hard work and good fun. Oh, Hera the Golden. Or Harrietta the Golden. This golden chicken. Layfolk the world over have played some variation of handball since the immemorial. Until recently, no variation has gained so much in the way of popularity outside of its regional roots. The origin of Saha, therefore, is an unexpected tale of the game's quick rise to favor. That tale takes us to an Anim where, after years of steady decline, House Basel, a wealthy merchant family, was in its death throes. Having inherited the house and business challenge, late father, the Lady Basil was desperate for a financial breakthrough. In a bid to avoid bankruptcy, she bet the business on a venture inspired by his eldest sister's eccentric pastime, the local variation of handball. Commissioned most trusted sailmaker and the young RV, I guess I'll call them, to make a ball using sailcloth decorated with lavish ornament. Unlike common handballs made from cheap, heavy leather and animal bladders, this ball was made to be as beautiful as it was lightweight. Oh gosh, this is a long one. Accompanied by his eldest sister, Chi, Bellini took the holiday at the family friend's estate on Lake Esmel, where the most affluent Armenian families spent midsummer. His bet was that the elegance and novelty of these new bowls would prove too tantalizing for the avant-garde sensibilities of the wealthy for them to resist investing. Valenti was right, and the young and fashionable among the high houses clamored to order their own paraphernalia, each eager to be ahead of the trend and promote their own status. I am horrible at reading out loud, if you guys haven't noticed that already. Only a few summers later, the variation of handball played sailcloth, dubbed Saha, had become a mainstay of summer recreation at Lake Esmel. Many high houses began sponsoring teams, and the outcome of the games became a popular subject in betting parlors. Thanks to its popularity in high society, it gained traction among all classes of Amiens society, due to no small part to the spirited campaigning of Valetti and his sisters. Summer Waters. Festivals across Sword Coast are often combined. For some reason, that's usually capital, Sword Coast. Are often combined with contests in martial prowess. The Heart Warders of Sudan were eager to implement a similar contest in part of Neverwinter's summer festival, but the city's council of advisors voiced concern over their plans due to the large number of adventurers who attend the festival and possible mayhem it might create. At the same time, there are numerous complaints that the period of time chosen for the festival was simply too hot. The celebrants needed some way to stay cool. Working with the Church of Sune and Eric, Manoa devised a grand water. Oh, so that explains the giant water balloon fight. Sorry, I'm both problems at once. The girl goddess Sune is known as the Lady of Love, and in other texts is known as Sune Firehair for the blazing red locks, and she is often depicted with. As the deity of love and beauty, Sune is known to take many forms, has been worshipped under several names. Mistress to all that is beautiful and thrives on the most tender emotions. It is said that even other deities become smitten with her, but she reserves her love for the mortals who revere her name. Sune's priesthood are known as the Heartwaters and are among the most beautiful people on Toril. She is also served by the Order of the Ruby Rose. I watch RWBY, so Order of the Ruby Rose sounds like something completely different to me. A small band of warriors who... Hang on a second. A small band of warriors who seek and preserve all that is beautiful from the wicked of the world. And worship of Sune is the most prevalent civilized areas among the aristocracy, who have the time to give their proper attention to the values such as romantic love and the preservation of beauty. However, even the roughest souls have been known to whisper a quick prayer to Sune before they encounter one they most desire. From what I can guess, without reading this, the spell plague is like the black plague of D&D. Spilling blue flames of the plague fire within the city walls. Earth arrives. 16 years later, numerous spell scarred plague-changed monsters roam the city's ruins and outskirts. The city would never thrive again so long as the people feared the spell plague, so he took drastic action, ordering the exile of any spell scarred from Neverwinter on pain of death. Protector's law, this harsh measure was unpopular with many in the rebel movements. To point to the pain and suffering it caused, the source of the revolt. 10 years, Protector's law was eliminated from Neverwinter to combat the rest generated by Protector's law. Lord Neverember now funds research into cures for spell plague and pays for the treatment of the plague spell-scarred survivors at the Sanctorium of Helm's Hold. Furthermore, spell-scarred soldiers are given the option to volunteer at the defenses of Scar Keep, protecting the city from further incursions from the chasm. Still controversial, although it's mostly accepted. Many in Neverwinter have been affected by it to some degree. Further, it is whispered that the lawless areas outside Protector's enclave have hidden places. There are hidden places where desperate victims of the plague hide, hoping for a miraculous cure. A red fallen tower tavern. Feast in the shadow. Oh, I already know that one. I know the guild hall. Yeah. Yeah, I know that one. Where I know that.
Blackdagger insignia and be rewarded.
Alright, I already knew all those. Oh, now I've caught up on all the lore. Swarm ice crystals. The third deals damage. It does an area of effect, briefly reducing their attack damage. Adding chill. First 2 strikes refresh the duration of chill. Okay. Oh.
dead.
Where did you just come from?
The good bandit is dead.
That was the place of Blackdagger bandits.
Sorry, stranger, but I got a whole lot to do. There's some things I think, Mr. I could really use the help of a person of your stature. We're holding our own here in the camp, but
I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm kind of wandering around blindly at this point.
It's over!
be fine out. That was quick work. Hear the howling of the nose from here. Could use a little help, friend. Things aren't looking too good around here. Could use a little help, friend.
Well, that's not fair. I literally just killed this guy.
good to see another non-bandit on this beach. The end of the Blackdagger bandits starts today.
He had no walking animation. Once I get this last beacon and Once I get these last few beacons, or beacon right here, and then destroy that last boat, then I'm going to end the stream. Well, after I sell my stuff that I don't need anymore. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, there's the boat.
I am Zaliana, wizard, and the Blackdagger bandits. The bandits lured our ship onto the rocks, and my sealed orders and all of my gear washed ashore for them to salvage. If I'm to carry out my investigation and help you with yours, I'll first need your aid to recover my equipment.
Caused me no trouble. Found the rowboats, did you? Those 9 hills with them pirates took my sea chest when I was away having a drink with the local crowd. It would make an old sea dog happy if you would fetch it back and knock a few of them bandits on the head while you do it. In trade, I'll let you in as to where they have a secret cove. That's where they offload their booty before taking it to Jared's grill. The treasure's yours. I just want my sea chest back. You bandits best stay off my property.
Now I think's a good time to stop. Yeah, now's a good time to stop. So, no, not a lot of people joined this one, but this will be part 1 of the Blackdagger ruins, and I will finish up the rest of this tomorrow with whatever the Cragsmire thing that's over here. Over there, that way I'm facing. The Cragmire Tower or whatever, and the keep. I'll end up doing those skirmishes, dungeon raid thingies. And then, a few more missions in this area should be done with. I'll see you guys in part 2.